welcome or welcome back to Beauty Bees. Today we are doing the final part of my inventory videos for December of 2023 is what we're calling it, even though it is January 5th of 2024 as I'm filming this, and I hope it's going up tonight, but I wouldn't swear by it. So today we are doing body care, fragrance, and skincare. In the past, I've split this into two videos and included hair care with one piece or another of that. I don't feel the need to do that this time around because I really haven't purchased much hair care. I stopped doing the subscription box thing entirely about a year ago, so I haven't been adding a bunch of hair care, and I don't go through hair care very quickly, so it's pretty stagnant. Anyway, we are starting out with, I call this my body care section, so it's shower gels and lotions and scrubs. Let's start with body oil. In the last video, I had one, and I think it must have been this one because I still have one body oil. I have not used this. This is from Bath & Body Works. It's their vanilla and patchouli body oil melt. So no movement in that area. As far as body lotion goes, I had 14 back in June, which is also how many I had back in December of 2022. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I do have one that is at work, but I don't think I would have counted that in the last video either. I think that the one that is at work has changed probably a couple of times since the last video, but I think it's stayed pretty consistent. I've actually done a really nice job, I think, at not adding any lotions. I don't think any of these are new, and really, this is quite possibly the newest one that I have, and it is very close to being gone. I have probably 2 or 3 more uses for this body lotion. So I am very happy with how that is going. Moving to body scrubs, in the last video I had 6. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th one that is in the shower. I don't pull things out of the shower for this video because that would get really messy and really gross really quickly, and I just had to buy new carpet, so we're not messing it up yet right now. So my numbers have gone down by 1 overall. I think that means that I would have used up 2 because I know that this Bellissima body scrub is new. I just got this back in December. So that number's going down, which is great. The next one that I will use after the one that is in the shower right now is I think I'm going to try this one out. This is the KP Bump Eraser from First Aid Beauty, and I do have what I suspect is KP on parts of my chest and my arms, so maybe that'll fix it. And in any case, I need to use it because I've had this for a hot minute and it's untouched. Now we move on to shower gel. I currently have 3 shower gels in my shower, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outside of the shower, meaning that my total comes to 9. That is exactly how many I had back in June of 2023. And really almost all of these are new. Pastel Skies has been around for a while, but I just bought these 2 during the after Christmas sales. These were the only 2 body products, at least, that I purchased from Bath & Body Works during those sales, which I thought was pretty exciting. I'm pretty proud of myself on that. I bought these, I think, during summer semi-annual sale, so I don't know if they would have been in the last video or not. I'm guessing yes, because I don't think I've gone through that many shower gels since my last video, but borderline. And then I just received this in my stocking for Christmas. So my number hasn't changed. I had 9, I still have 9, but there has been movement in this category, which I'm glad to see. As I was putting things out, I realized this is probably going to be a much better update than I originally thought. So let's start with makeup remover. Back in June, I had 5 things of makeup remover. I would guess that 3 of those actually still remain in my collection. So first, the only one that I actually took out is this eye makeup remover from Up & Up. This could actually be a new one since my last video, but I just use one up and repurchase, so I don't know. Either way, this is a great product. Strongly recommend. I have 1 pack and 1 pack only of the e.l.f. makeup wipes. And then I have a makeup remover from Frank Body, that I keep in my shower. And like we said earlier, not taking things out of my shower. So I was at 5, I went down to 3, and I'm really happy with where that is. I think that is absolutely awesome. Face wash. In my last video, I had 3. That number has now jumped up to 5, but something that I think is really awesome is that I've actually used up all 3 of the cleansers that I had in that last video. All of these are new, and I also have 2 in my showers, and those are also new since that last video. This, I feel, is a very comfortable amount to have on backup for me, especially since one of the ones that is in my shower is also the same size. It's also a Pacifica, what is this, a 40 ml size. So I think that's awesome. Moving on to toner, I had 3 in the last video, and now I have 2. Both of these would have been around in that last video, and I don't know what the third one would have been. I'm really not sure. I've been focusing on this Pixie Glow Tonic, and I have used almost exactly half of the product. So I think there's a good chance that this will be gone by the next video. Not really sure one way or the other, but I'm pretty happy with that progress. For facial mists, in my last video I had 7, now I am at 5. The 2 that are currently in use are this little Maybelline Lasting Fix, which is actually getting pretty close to being empty. I imagine that within a month from today I will probably have this done. And then this Dr. Brandt's, what is this? Hydrating Essence. I use this as a facial mist like before I work out in the morning. If I'm going to work out and then of course shower after, I'll sometimes put this on just to be refreshing. I don't know if it actually does anything, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something for my skin. So this number has gone down by 2, which is awesome. I can't remember using up 2 facial mists. I think I had another can of this Avane thermal spring water that I would have finished, but I'm not sure what the other mist I used up would have been. Anyway, happy to be down by 2 in that category. I've had all of these for quite a while. As far as masks go, I had 3 in the last video. Now I am up to 4. I think that I might have had this Fab Pharma Arnica Relief and Rescue mask in the last video, but these 3 masks are new. I bought a holiday set from Bliss because I realized that I'd gotten rid of all my masks. I decluttered everything, I believe. Maybe one had just gone bad on me. Anyway, it got decluttered, and I realized that I kind of missed having the ability to mask when I wanted to, so I got this little set of 3 15 ml masks. So we have the Green Tea Wonder, which is a clarifying overnight mask. Pumpkin Powerhouse, a resurfacing and exfoliating mask. And then the only one that I've used so far is Clay Day, which is a pore purifying clay mask. So this number has gone up, but I'm actually really happy with where it's at. This is, for me, a very functional collection. Moving on to sunscreen, I had 6 in the last video, and now I have 3. I did declutter a sunscreen just maybe a month or so ago because it was reaching its expiration date, and I finished at least 1. So these are the 3 that I currently have, and I think that's pretty reasonable. I'm close to having this Tula sunscreen done, but I really haven't been wearing sunscreen really consistently for the last couple of months, which isn't great. I know that you should wear sunscreen every day regardless, and that the fact that it's winter or cloudy doesn't impact things, but I'm just not great about it. And then I have these 2 from Supergoop. So it's surprising to me that that number has been halved, but I do have a tendency to stash sunscreen in places that I visit often. So like, I'm sure that I have one at my parents' house, and I probably have one at work, which that number would make a little bit more sense to me than just 3. Now for acne treatments, I had 3 in the last video. Now I have 2. I'm not sure what that 3rd item would have been, but I currently have 2 sets of pimple patches. This set only has 6 patches left, so that will be gone relatively soon, and then I will move on to these, which I got from TJ Maxx. I guess it's probably been several months at this point, because I'm pretty sure I would have had these in the last video. So there has been reduction there, and then moisturizer is the last category in this spread. I had 4 moisturizers back in June, and now I have 5. I'm actually not unhappy with that though. I'm pretty sure that I would have had these 3 in the last video. This is a gift with purchase that I got from Clinique, probably when I purchased this, the Moisture Surge. I am quite close to having this done as well. I think I probably have, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks of product in there. Really depends if I'm consistent about doing my skincare or not. And then this Carez I also would have had. This I don't particularly enjoy. It's kind of extra thick, which I thought was going to be great for winter, and honestly, we haven't gotten to anything near the coldest, driest part of winter yet, so maybe it will be, but it's not needed right now at least. And then over Black Friday, because I do like this Clinique Moisture Surge so much, I purchased a set that had a replacement for it. So this is just the same product in non-limited edition packaging. And then it also came with this overnight mask. I've used the overnight mask a few times and really enjoyed it so far. So that number has gone up by 1, but I must have used up at least 1 moisturizer since that last video. So I think that's pretty good. Now let's move on to the second set of skincare. And as I was putting things away, I realized I had 1 more set of masks. These are from Tony Moly, and they're little aloe pads. They are lovely. Thankfully, my skin has been behaving a lot better, so I haven't had to use a ton of them, but I'm guessing that's where some of the discrepancy in my mask numbers was coming from. Totally overestimated how many products I would have in this second spread. I think I could have put all of my skincare into one spread, which is amazing because I think at some points I've been up to like 3 spreads of skincare. So a big chunk of that reduction is coming in sheet masks. In June of 2023, I had 7, and that was actually down from the previous 2 updates in which I'd had 9 sheet masks. Now I just have 2. They're both from Pure Lease. They're their coconut and rice nourishing sheet mask. And if I keep things up, I think I might have both of these gone by the end of the month, which would be really exciting. I don't know that I want to consistently have a bunch of sheet masks lying around. So that is very, very cool. I'm so glad to have those numbers down a little bit. For eye products, in June of 2023, I had 6. Now I am down to 3. This one I am actively using. This is from Glow Recipe, and the Hypernova Eye Serum I've had open for quite a while, and I have no idea how much is left in this thing, but I like to think it's almost gone. It's probably not, but I want to think that it is. I would have had all of these in the last video. I didn't finish any eye products. I decluttered a couple because I realized it was ridiculous to have 6 eye products when I'm really terrible about consistently using any kind of eye care. The next set of products is another one that's reduced a little bit. I had 6 serums back in June, and that was, I believe, the highest it had ever been. Now I have 4, and hopefully within a couple months tops I will have 3, because this e.l.f. retinol serum should not take me much time to get through. All of these would have been around in the last video. I haven't purchased any. I guess I've used up 2. I know I had another like mini that I think was from Clinique, and I'm not sure what the other serum I used up would have been, but I'm glad to see those numbers go down. For facial oils, I had 3 in the last video. I still have 3. They're the same 3. I think that I could probably use up this one from Beekman 1802 relatively quickly if I put my mind to it. And since we are going to be entering the coldest part of winter, I think having a facial oil might actually be really good. The other 2 are bakuchiol products. Now, I had 1 exfoliator in the last video. I still have 1 exfoliator. It's the same product, I'm sure, and I kind of forgot that I had this, so I need to put it out where I can see it, because I was emptying my drawers for this video. I was like, oh yeah, I do have those, so I'll put them out. All right, that is it for skincare. Super happy with these numbers. Let's see what damage I did in fragrance. All right, fragrance. This is an area where I tend to use up a lot of smaller products, but I also tend to bring in a lot of products. So I really don't have a great sense of how these numbers are going to pan out. We're going to start with my mini body mists. Back in June of 2023, I had 6, and now I have 5. So I think that since June, this Pacifica Island Vanilla is definitely new. I just purchased this, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. And I suspect that Firecracker Pop is also new. I bought this sometime during the summer, probably right around July 4th. This is their July 4th scent. The rest of these would have been around, and I've used up a few since the last video. I know I finished up Gingham Fresh just a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of tropical scents from Bath & Body Works I've used up as well. So there's not been a lot of change in the numbers. I've gone down by 1, which is awesome, but there has been movement. For full-size body mists, I had 10 in the last video, and now I have 11. I suspect that I might have one more hanging out somewhere. I could swear that I had a Bellissima body mist in like a Love Spell knockoff scent. I don't know where that is, and honestly, I don't know that I've seen it since I moved. So it could well be that I chose to declutter it right around the move, or that it just didn't make the move with me. But in any case, right now my numbers have gone up by 1. The only scent that I think is new here is Bright Christmas Morning. I just got this a couple of weeks ago. I was shopping for Christmas presents at Bath & Body Works. I was just picking up some hand sanitizers, and a lady who was also shopping there was nice enough to give me her coupon set, and she had a coupon for a free full-size body care item. So I chose this one for myself, and I've been quite liking it. Again, not a lot of change in the numbers, which I'm glad to see, because I can go a little bit crazy at Bath & Body Works. I really enjoy their fragrance selection. So in my last video, I had 4 perfume samples. I consider it to be a perfume sample. It's like the free samples you get at Sephora. You know, those tiny, skinny little tubes. I consider those to be perfume samples. I haven't been purchasing a lot from Sephora, so I haven't been getting a lot of perfume samples, and I actually have none currently. I think that's awesome. I do have quite a few travel perfumes. I had 20 in my last video, and now I have 2, 5, 6, 10, 11, 14, 17. So this number has actually gone down a little, which I was kind of surprised to see. I know that I did declutter one. I decluttered another Aroma G's Botanica perfume oil. And honestly, I don't really use this Laveau one. I just keep it around because it's really pretty to look at. And I know that I finished a few of these Bath & Body Works perfume sprays, as well as at least one Skylar scent. So I do use these up, and I also purchased quite a few of them. So since the last video, I know that this little Tiffany & Co. scent is new. I got this through Influencer. It's just a little dabber bottle, but I put it in with my travel perfumes. And Love Always Wins might be new as well. Actually, I think it is. This is from Bath & Body Works, and it's like a gender-neutral citrusy scent. It's really nice. I actually wear it quite often. And then a month or so ago, I purchased a duo from Ipsy that had 2 Ellis Brooklyn scents. So this Ellis Brooklyn duo had Sci-Fi and then Rose. I've not worn Rose yet. I'm interested to see how that one smells. I'm really surprised at this category. I thought it would have gone up, but as I think back, it does make sense that it's stayed pretty similar. I used up an Ellis Brooklyn scent that was sort of lime scented. I know I used up Daisy Oh So Fresh from Marc Jacobs. Actually, I think I used up 2 Skylar Rollerballs. Yeah, this makes sense, and I'm really happy to see that progress. I think that is absolutely awesome. Now for full-size perfumes, I had 4 in the last video. I still have 4. These 3 would have been around in the last video, and then I had a Tokyo Milk scent that was just getting up there in age. I decided to declutter it. The new acquisition here is from Mixbar, which is one of Target's brands. This is whipped almond. It's like almond extract with a little bit of vanilla. It's a really pretty scent for fall. more of a sweet fall scent than like a pumpkin spice scent, which I'm not really a fan of. So there is fragrance. I am really happy that this has not ballooned. I thought that the numbers might have gone up quite a bit, but really, they've also been pretty consistent. I'm really happy with this. I think this whole exercise in doing my inventory videos has been really valuable to me, and I'm starting to see the movement that I want, where the amount of things that I'm using up and the amount of things that are coming into my collection are achieving a much better balance, um, especially in makeup and then this like skincare, body care, fragrance video. I think my numbers are looking really good. If I could get my nail polish under control, which I'm actively working on, I think I would be really happy with where my collection was. So I think that about wraps things up. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you didn't get a chance to watch the makeup and nail videos and you would like to, they will be linked down in the description box and up in the cards. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!